Carl Waugh has been fishing since he was a boy. He's fished commercially for nearly 20 years.
Weather's looking great today. It's a good start. We'll probably have a bit of sea breeze this afternoon, so it might get a bit lumpy on the way home.
Fishing in a more sustainable way has reignited Carl's passion for his chosen line of work. He's been fine-tuning a new way of fishing that increases the survival rate for undersized fish.
So before, we just used to put a rope through the end of this netting, and it would just be a closed-off sock, and the fish would just build up in a sausage in there. And the ones that were trying to get out were trying to force their way through the holes in the mesh here. But with this mesh, the way it is, it's pulsing underwater as it comes on-load and off-load as you drive through waves. And so it can trap and scratch fish as they get out, if they can get out, because if it's being held tight, it may not be a big enough hole.
So Carl designed a steel cage with holes carefully measured to release small fish.
The fish now gather up in the cage here. I've set this gap to be size for gurnard that I want. Anything smaller can just fire through there. Anything that's bigger than that hole is going to get stuck in here. The key is letting them go on the sea floor. They swim in. If they're not what we like, they swim out and they carry on their business, none the worse.
The plan is that the vast majority of worthless, undersized fish will make their escape through the gaps in the cage before being brought to the surface.
That's pretty much as we wanted. 3 or 4 bins of nice gurnard there. There's about 30 decent gurnard in one of these bins. So I think we had 3.5 there. So that's just over 100 nice gurnard, and we've got 5 little ones here.
Carl's paying a visit to the team at Ramage Sheet Metals, who built the steel cage.
Our cage is working pretty well at the moment. The next phase is automating screening fish on the sea floor. What we'll have is fish coming into the net and down like a drafting race that you would draft sheep through. There's 3 different scanners. The initial phase is they get scanned for size. From there, the smaller fish that we're targeting will go through the drafting race. The scanned image will be relayed to software. That software is relayed to our shopping list. And if it's on the shopping list, it gets kept. And if it's not on the shopping list, it just carries on through, asking itself, what the heck just happened? My hope is to get the concept of completely selective fishing out there, get the technology open sourced, access funding to develop that, and then enjoy watching industry blossom and be a favourite of the nation again, and get this abundance back to our waters that we used to have.
Country Calendar was brought to you by Hyundai New Zealand.